We back again, episode 2, Melanintel. If you guys didn't remember before, my name is Rob.
And I'm Nay.
My name is Jeff.
And this is Melanintel, episode 2, titled
2, y'all.
Socially Awkward. Yeah,
got some good stuff for y'all.
Would you fill them in on socially awkward? What we're going to talk about in this episode?
Got you covered. So, socially awkward. We went through Name This Socially Awkward because if you remember from the first episode, we ended with social media. And we asked you guys a question. It was, has social media ever affected your healthy perception of yourself? We did get a response from that. So this time we're going to be talking a lot about social media, how some people are actually socially awkward on social media, they're the bomb.com. Boop, boop. So we're going to be addressing that. Anyways, the answer to our question, has it ever affected your healthy perception of yourself? We asked this question because we believe that social media creates this fake reality of a lot of people's lives, or I guess a lot of people create the fake reality of their own life when they post it on social media.
They're trying to be Kim Kardashian, man.
Right, they trying to be everybody but themselves. So this is what we got as a response. So I feel as though, as a female, sometimes I might see this gorgeous girl online and I'm just like, I don't look like that, like dang, or like her bust real big. I'm like a very petite person. If y'all don't know me, I don't got like 2 meters.
You feel me?
That they do, because that's all I got. I ain't got much more than that. So, alright, past and then guys too. So it's also about like men. Rob will give you a good perspective. Does it like ever alter your thought process about yourselves? There are websites like Black Bearded Men, which I like on Instagram, but those are a perception of not what all black men or men, period, may look like. So one of our responses we got was from Imani A, and she said that she did feel that way, and she used to, I actually want to read you guys. So she said that she had to go through her own journey of cleansing herself from wanting to have that outfit, that body, that hair, smooth skin, or traveling to those certain places. She felt as though she used to be jealous of those people, and instead of being happy for them, she's just like, wow, like they have it and I don't. So it took her a long time to get around to herself and really to have, knowledge of self, y'all. And to understand that in order to get to those points, she just had to start doing those things for herself. So instead of envying people or looking at other people's lives, she just started to adjust what she wanted for herself and started to take more trips and enjoy herself more. To go off of this, I think that is super key because we always spend so much time. First of all, I'll say this. Twitter is the OG of all social platforms. Right, Rob? Straight up.
Everyone's
Twitter's the OG.
On Twitter, Instagram, all that. Like, y'all just trying to have...
But I say Twitter's the OG because everybody comes to Twitter for a good time. That's what we show up to Twitter for. We show up to laugh, we crack up, we crack jokes. Anything else, Instagram, everything else is literally keeping up with the Joneses. Right. So sometimes I take Insta breaks because I feel like all I'm doing is looking at what other people are doing with their lives. And we don't always need that. Like, we need to focus on our own lives, and I need to focus on me and what I got going on. And I can't be worried about where y'all went last week. Exactly. I don't care.
Don't care. Don't care. Still don't care. I don't care. I don't. I don't care.
Exactly.
So, Rob, what do you think about socially awkward?
Man, social media, that's just a platform where people try to, make themselves look better than another person or have a certain image. Not everyone, but there's just a lot of people, they're trying to grow their followers or, get all these likes just to pretty much look as though they're a celebrity or look like they're more popular than another person. But as I said before, like going back to just the episode 1 of Knowledge of Self, if you know who you are, there's no reason to do that. Like, you should already know who you are. You shouldn't have to have validation from social media. Like, there's people literally buying followers and buying likes. Like, I know you saw some.
It's utterly pitiful if you were in a position where you're gonna buy
I know you people who be normally getting like 10 likes. You know what I'm saying? They probably got like, oh. Excuse me. But they probably got like, you know what I'm saying, 50 followers or whatever, and then out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying, the next week they got like 5,000 followers and like 200 likes. And then when you click the likes, then you see like 20 people from India liking a picture that got 0 followers. Like
somebody from China
like,
that don't even speak English.
Right, like it's just fake. Like don't fake the funk, man. Just like love yourself and just, you shouldn't have to rely on likes, comments, followers to, you know what I'm saying, shape who you are, man. Just love yourself. Exactly. Man.
If you know who you are, you're not going to need to do those things. And honestly, Rob, so back in the day, likes didn't matter. These days, they kind of matter, though. People be getting paid off that stuff.
They do get paid. They definitely get paid. And I can't front. Social media is like, it is a great way to, like, you know what I'm saying, marketing-wise, get yourself some money, get yourself relevant, you know what I'm saying, for the big picture. Like, look at my son, the bagel shop dude. Like, my son's popping right now. Like, did y'all see Bagel Shop dude?
Why is it okay for women to say, oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites? You should be dead? That's okay?
Dude, my son that's like 5'11", Napoleon Complex, all that.
5'11", you mean 4'11"?
I said 5'11", 4'11". I'm wilding. I'm ahead of myself.
You're super wilding because he was shorter than the reporter.
He might be 3'11". He's definitely a midget. He's a dork. But like,
dog. For him to be snapping like that, he better be 3'11". He better come to my waist the way he was disrespecting everybody.
He's crazy. But if you watch him now, like, that went viral. That video went viral, and now he's popping. Like, he has all these interviews, and he's definitely getting some money for these interviews. So I wouldn't say it's a,
which is wild. Like, so do you think that should even like be positively promoted? Like,
yeah.
Because it was really, because that video probably. I don't know where it started, but I want to say I probably seen it on Black Twitter. It's probably where I seen it. So how do you feel about that? I don't know how I feel about like, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's just weird, like negative situations.
Yeah, that's the
or
thing.
like, because he was being like outright disrespectful.
Oh, he was wild.
Like,
shut your mouth. You're not God or my father.
He was wild. He was
super wild.
Like the shaming woman just because like he began his heart broken by women on dating websites.
Women in general have said it on dating sites. You think I'm making that shit up? Everywhere I go, I get the same fucking smirk with the biting lip.
He feels that
so he was just evil. Can you imagine being at work that day? Or can you imagine like your chick being at work and she comes home and tells you that like some dude disrespected her that crazy off of like his own life? Like he felt as though it was acceptable to disrespect her like that.
He's a midget doing this. Like that's wild. Like, come on, son.
Super wild. Now, if somebody didn't somebody tackle him? Oh yes,
someone definitely tackled him.
Go ahead and tackle him.
I would have did the same if he was wild and disrespecting people. It's like nah, but I wouldn't have did it if he was disrespecting other people. I would. But if he's disrespecting me, he disrespected the guy. I think he like, I don't know if he cursed at him or said something, but the guy had it, he just like tackled him.
Oh yeah, he was like tall. Yo, he was talking big. He was like, tall men like you. He was going in on him like.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying?
First of all, don't be mad at us because we ain't super short. I'm not super tall. I'd like to have a little more boobs and butt, and you don't see me cussing out every female who has a big booty.
Yo, little booties matter, man. Hashtag that. Little booties matter. But
definitely add that on there, all from our little chicks.
But yeah, man. But just going back to social media, like, don't feel that you have to have a certain image to feel yourself being relevant towards other people's opinion. Like, you shouldn't worry about other people's opinion. Like, there's people out here that's trying to like look like Kylie Jenner, trying to look like Kim Kardashian. Like, just be yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yes. It's as simple as that. Like, and most of the time, like, people put on a front where, you know what I'm saying, they'll post a picture next to a Mercedes Benz, or like they'll try to, you know what I'm saying, act like they're like having all these trips.
Rented.
Yeah, and it be rented. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you're doing way too much. Like, you just gotta be authentic. Because you're gonna eventually get exposed. Like they eventually gonna, like, someone's gonna peep that you took a picture next to this Mercedes Benz, and you
pulling up in a Honda,
and you pulling up in a Honda. Like, just act naturally, man. Don't try to pursue a certain life that you ain't about.
Definitely know yourself and just be who you are. Like, and you also have to understand, like, the way people just be trying to clout and get whatever on social media. You could be doing the same thing. So I don't know why you hating on them for living a fake reality. And honestly, a lot of it from people who aren't it really stems back to now. Everything we're going to talk about goes back to knowledge of self. So, like, if you know who you are and you're confident in yourself and you're comfortable with who you are, exactly. Like, following up on people, getting on Instagram every day and like seeing who's doing what, or noticing somebody is always somewhere else or somebody's always doing this, and like hating on that is not healthy. And you're hating on something that has nothing to do with you. You're hating on someone else's lifestyle, and they're posting that, and that's bothering you so much that you are like, your focus, or how do I say it, how you feel about yourself. Right. You're belittling yourself because you're thinking about how someone else is living.
Exactly, man.
And that's not okay. That's not healthy at all. And you guys, like, you gotta just love who you are. And just like Imani said, like, start taking more trips. Start doing more things.
Bye, sweetheart. But yeah, man, people they just compare.
Google Flights.
The main thing drawing off of knowledge of self is people who don't have knowledge of self, they compare themselves to other people. So, you know what I'm saying? When they see someone in a situation, they're like, oh, why am I not in that situation? You know what I'm saying? But they don't know that everyone has their own pathway. As I said before in the first episode, everyone has a purpose in life. So, you know what I'm saying? When they're going through their purpose, you know what I'm saying? They're not worried about nothing else. They're just going through their purpose. Whether they have a nice house, a nice car, whatever, they're just going through their flow of life. Like, that's their life. Worry about your own life. Like, even
they focus on their own
if
stuff.
You're not in the situation that you want to be in, or you see someone in a better situation, like, that's their own path. Like, don't try to cross paths with someone else's. Like, stay in your own lane.
Stay in your lane.
And like, if you just stay focused and just love yourself and just pretty much just flow through life in a positive light, not worry about other people, you're gonna get where you want to get. You know what I'm saying? Just naturally.
Yeah, you're gonna get to where you want to be, but if you can't get to where you want to be if you're focusing on how someone else got their bag.
It's about you at the end of the day.
You got to focus on how to get your bag. Okay, y'all. So don't be socially awkward. Don't be out here with 20,000 followers trying to be cool, and I see you in public and you're weird.
I'm telling you,
like
just followers. Like,
do your thing.
People be buying these followers, man. Like, just click.
Buying your followers, y'all, is not cool.
All you gotta do is just click their followers, and like, they're following. It's just hella random followers. Like,
would be one person,
zero followers. Like,
no
people
pictures.
From India, people from China, like, just random people. It's just nonsense. Like, you're gonna get exposed, sweetheart. You feel me? Just live your life. You know what I'm saying? Don't buy no followers. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just go through your process. Social media is that important, man. Like, literally, I understand if you're trying to promote something, you have a business, you know what I'm saying, a service, whoever, that's good to promote. You know what I'm saying? You could try to get all the attention in the world with that, because it's going to benefit you, it's going to benefit your pocket. So promote that, get all the attention in the world. But if it's just like personally, like just your personal page, I feel people shouldn't be going that hard to get attention, because there's no substance with it. Like, what are you trying to, like, why are you trying to get attention? Like, why are you trying to get that double tap?
Unless you're promoting something, or like you're trying to be like a better you. Other than that, you just want more people to like your selfies, and that's weird.
And people really be like, bro, I know people who be like taking it to heart. Like, if they don't get a certain amount of likes, they deleting that picture. Like, they're gonna be upset and delete their picture. Like, I saw it happen. Like, I told the people who said it, like, they legit be like, yo, if I don't get a certain amount of pictures, a certain amount of likes on my picture, I feel some type of way, and I delete the picture like within a few hours. Like, you really worried about social media that much? Like, you worried about that selfie? Like, come on, son. Like,
yeah, let me see what's up. Like, you look like, are you shitting me? Hold up. Like, nah, that's no, niggas ain't like this. Like, niggas is haters. You start talking crazy in your head. Like, nah, it's no way. Like, I know I edited this shit really good. I put a fire ass caption. Like, nah, it's no way. Like, you start saying, nah, niggas probably not online right now. Like, maybe I gotta upload this shit later, son. Like, you upload that shit later and still don't get no likes, I'll be ready to deactivate my shit. Fuck out of here.
Like, maybe everybody just didn't see it. Maybe we was at work.
Like, you should be concerned, like, why are you worried about a double tap? Like, you worried about someone double tapping your picture to feel confident about yourself. Like, you worried about another person to make you feel confident about yourself. Like, come on, son.
Facts. And it's not cool, y'all. It all goes back to knowledge of self. So we want y'all to sit on this and think about knowledge of self. And then we had one question from Gia, because we're going to wrap this up for y'all. And she says,
you gotta get that H. You gotta.
Why does growing up without a father seem so common in the black community?
Interesting. That's a great question, Gia. Nate, would you care to share your opinion about that question?
Yeah, sure. So, I think that it has a lot more to do with the fact that a lot of people end up being in, situationships. So they never were actually in a relationship to begin with. And then like when they have kids, it's like, oh wow, like this is like the real deal, holy fit. Like now, like we in this. Like, all in this together. Now we gotta be together. Yeah, like so I think like that may have a lot to do with it, but honestly, I think it really is the man. I think it's the man that these females decide to deal with. So I think that we need to like be more cautious of who we're laying down with. And if you're in a situation where you are, dealing with somebody and if the product of what happens when you have sex, because, having children is what sex is. That's what happens from sex. So, I think that a lot of it is like, it's just the fact that they're just like, oh, like I don't if you guys are having sex with people, just make sure that if that were to happen, because it is normal and it's natural when it does happen, just make sure that person is cool with it, because it has a lot to do with the man. And I think that men who don't take care of their kids or can have living, breathing human beings in this world and not care about them are weak. They are I'm disgusted and appalled by men who don't take care of their children and who allow them to have a living, breathing human being that's half of them and to not care for that person. I don't know. I wouldn't want to deal with anyone who is like that. So that's what I think. But so what do you think, Rob? What's up?
Just restating the question again. Why does growing up without a father seem so common in the black community? I feel personally it's not common just in the black community. I feel that's just a false type of concept society tries to put on black people in general. They try to just make it seem like black people is the only race or the most likely race that has a dysfunctional family or just living in corruption, and that's not the case. It happens in, white families, Spanish families, Indian, everything, Asian. It's common in all communities, but just going off the question of why it seems like father's not in these kids' life, it's basically just connection. Most of the time when, partners have sex, raw, unprotected sex, there's no connection. It's just a physical connection, but it's not a spiritual and a mental, emotional connection. It's just like for fun, pretty much. It's like playing a game of basketball. It's just like a hobby. So when they slip up and they actually finally, get a woman pregnant, that's when it's like, oh crap, like this is the real deal. So when they get them pregnant and the child comes, they're like, yo, I have no connection with this woman. Like, there's no type of connection. So they pretty much pinpoint the kid to the mother. So it's like, if I don't have a connection with the mother, how am I going to have connection with the child? So it pretty much, a confusion kind of comes where it's like, you have a child, but there's no connection. They distinguish the child with the mother in most cases. I feel, in my opinion, that's the logic behind it. I think they distinguish the mother with the child, and they just don't have no connection with the mother, or they're not, rocking with the mother in that type of light, so they don't want to associate themselves with the kids. And also, it's just jealousy. I'm sorry, I said jealousy.
That is the most weak.
Not jealousy. It's not jealousy. It's
that
selfishness.
A man could do.
It's very weak. It's selfish. I'm sorry, I said jealous. It's selfishness. They're just worried about themselves. Like these men who get these women pregnant, they're not in kids' life. They worry about themselves. They just want to. They want to be out here in the streets. They're trying to be out in the club. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get some honeys on the side. Like they're just trying to live their life, and that's very selfish. And I don't agree with that at all. But I feel that's the male logic. You know what I'm saying? They They just slip up. It's a mistake. And they're like, oh, like. It's a mistake.
It's a mistake, but it's a permanent mistake.
It's a permanent, and they're not thinking about that.
Because men can just leave, but women, we can't go nowhere. I mean, now there are women who abandon their kids too. Let's not just pinpoint males, but like the child grows inside of the female. So, you know, I think it's interesting. I mean, I want to know more about how you guys feel about it and what you guys think and say, because you guys probably have better opinions on it or better, you know, thoughts and feelings. I was blessed enough to make sure and thankful to have grown up with my father being a part of my life. So I don't think I have the proper type of, I guess, I don't know. So I had this type of surroundings to really pinpoint or have a solid opinion on this question. So I would really like to understand how you guys think. If both of us would really like to understand how you guys feel about this question.
Drop a comment, man. You know what I'm saying? We back on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? They try to kick us out, but you know what I'm saying? We don't die. We multiply, baby. You feel me? We back in.
Oh, we wasn't letting that stop us.
We back in. Y'all. We better. You feel me? Like we back.
Check out the first video on Vimeo.
Check it out on Vimeo. But episode 2 is on YouTube, and go in them comments and share your opinion. And Gia, that's an excellent question, by the way. That was a great. Email us. That was a great question. I feel that's a very. It brings a lot of open opinion. So, you know what I'm saying.
It was very good, sis.
Very good.
Thank you.
So yeah, definitely, you know what I'm saying? Comment, let us know. Also, give us a review of how you guys feel about the second episode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let us know.
Constructive criticism is key to success. So let us know what you feel. You know what I'm saying? You want to see different or what you liked. Just let us know. I'm going to keep the episodes coming.
All right, once again, y'all, I'm Nay.
My name is Rob.
Thanks for watching, and please watch episode 3.